Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. The Gap Band was a funk and soul group, the three-piece being known for hits such as Outstanding and You Dropped a Bomb on Me. Their first major hit was a snazzy R&B tune called Shake, just prior to the completion of their first major album, bringing them under the wing of Mercury. Musician Charlie Wilson ran the song by his brothers Robert and Ronnie, thinking that they might ridicule the lyrics. His brothers loved it though, as the 1979 song ended up being a popular single in the numerous clubs, elevating the three of them to national status. As parent album, the Gap Band rose up to number 10 slot on the top R&B album charts. Their critical praise proved that they had earned the spotlight. Born and raised in Tulsa, Oklahoma, the Wilson brothers began singing and playing in their father's Pentecostal church, and it was also mandatory they practiced their music lessons at home as well. They learned various instruments, which primarily included lots of playing the piano. As much as they despised the lesson at the time, it proved to be a value tool for all three. With Ronnie being the oldest, he established his own band when he was just 14 years old. Charlie, a few years younger, joined a rival band a couple of years later. One particular night, the two bands were performing just across the street from one another. Ronnie stopped by to check out Charlie grooving on the organ. While there, Ronnie asked Charlie to join his band for $50 over what he was making. Though Charlie's bandmates doubled his offer, he joined his brother's band as fate would have it at a gig not too long after the two had joined forces. The group's bass player quit. Ronnie and Charlie summoned their younger brother Robert, barely 14 himself, to the group to play bass. For the short while the group performed without a name, musician Carlton Morales, co-writer of Julian Lennon's pop hit Veloute, played with the band shortly after leaving the outfit, the Mighty Majors. Finally, the Wilson brothers began calling the outfit the Greenwood, Archer and Pine Street Band. As such, a name proved too long for music posters. The band shortened their name to the GAP Street Band. Due to a typographical error, the group was actually advertised as Gap Band, and the Gap Band, that title stuck. They performed at various venues around the Tulsa area, including country and western joints, tennis clubs, rock clubs, and wherever else called on their services. However, by the middle of the 70s, Charlie became interested in Los Angeles, California, and left Tulsa to explore his possibilities. The country's big cities were in the middle of the soul music boom, and he wanted in. A short time later, Charlie convinced his brothers to join him. The group floundered about LA, hitting and missing on record deals, gigs, and the like. The guy had a lot of talent but needed guidance. Still maintaining their interest in major label work, the group met entertainment businessman Lonnie Simons through a friend, a musician DJ Rogers, and their destiny was set. Simons owned a nightclub called the Total Experience on Crenshaw Boulevard and a recording studio at the time, and he signed the group to his company, which was called Total Experience Records. Simons would later start up a record label, also co-songwriting the Gap Band's tunes at times. The top 5 single Shake followed in 1979 along with Stepping Out, number 10, and I Don't Believe You Want to Get Up and Dance, Oops, Upside Your Head, number 4, in 1980. The latter was inspired at a concert in Pittsburgh where some kids were chanting the groove, and the Gap Band picked up on it. In December of 1980, the trio dropped its first number 1 single with Burn Rubber, Why You Wanna Hurt Me, and followed it with the top 5 ballad Earnings from Your Love 1981. The group went on to score 3 more number 1 songs, Early in the Morning and Outstanding in 1982 and All of My Love in 1989, 3 more number 2 songs, You Dropped a Bomb on Me in 1982, Beep a Freak in 1984, and Going in Circles in 1986, and a horde of top 10 hits. They also did the soundtracks of Leon Isaac Kennedy's Penitentiary 3 and Keena Ivory Wayans' I Am Gonna Get You Sucker. The group was given only 24 hours notice to complete the title song. In 1984, Ronnie became a born-again Christian and started pastoring. He joined Melba Moore and David Paston in the touring play Mama, I'm Sorry. Charlie went through rough times fighting a cocaine addiction until finally rehabilitating a few years later. Charlie has been one of the most sought-after vocalists in the music industry. He has worked with Quincy Jones, Ray Charles, Eurythmics, Snoop Dogg, and scores of others. The Gap Band has recorded the various labels including Mercury and Capitol Records. The group remained together for quite some time, enduring the good with the bad, and kept on touring into the new millennium. The death of Robert Wilson at the age of 53 on August 15, 2010 changed everything. Mourned by fans of the group across the world, many musicians cited his role in creating the band's funky soul sound. Numerous singles such as Outstanding and You Dropped a Bomb on Me remain radio classics to this day. Thanks for watching. Like, share and subscribe.